What's up, Wilmo? Welcome back to Silent Hill 2 Remake, and, well, last episode, we tracked down Laura, we found her, she trapped us in a room, because, you know, James is a beacon of intelligence. It's okay, James. It's me too. He, got trapped in a room by a little girl, and she ran away, and this monster thing came out, and really fucked us up. So, but we fucked it up. Oh, and there's Laura still.
Laura, stop! It's dangerous!
I don't know why my first instinct was to point a gun at her. That probably wasn't, good. Anyway. Oh, wait, I think I know why. I think I remember why. Yep. Got you to deal with. Oh, okay, whoa, okay. Alright. Bit of a bummer, I'm using so much, pistol ammo here, but it's okay. But, also Maria, unfortunately, met with a terrible fate. Pyramid Head chased her, me and her down a hallway, and essentially, holy smokes. Oh my god! Jesus Christ, I forgot there's multiple of you. Okay, you can go fuck your... Okay, I'm sick. What is happening there? Did you guys see that? Like, I guess it just does not register at their torso at all. Or not their torso, their head. Like, it doesn't register at their head at all. Which is a bit of a bummer. Anyway. Okay, come on now. Gotta get them. But yeah. But Maria basically, you know, met with a terrible fate. She died as we were running away from Pyramid Head down a long hallway. Very, very tragic, very tragic. We lost our... good old buddy old pal. Not sure what the scare cord was about. Alright. Oh yeah, duh, I gotta move this thing. I do have some confessions to make. Confession 1. Did not adjust any settings from the last episode to this one, so... I thought it performed okay, so we'll see how it really goes here, but... Oh, gee. Alright. Actually, we're gonna try this once again. I forgot to reload the pistol. Guys, I forgot to reload the pistol. Alright, even the dirty nurses are gonna be a problem now. Alright, gotcha. No, what are you doing, James? James, come on. James! Christ alive! Why? Alright, you know what? I'm done with you. I'm so done with you. I'm done with you. From now on, if there's more than one nurse, doesn't matter what they are, doesn't matter what kind of nurse they are, we're shotgunning them. God, why was I able to do that so consistently before, and now I just can't do it to save my life? Ugh. I got so many shots on their leg there, and it just didn't do anything there. But yeah, hopefully the settings will be fine. I feel like the last episode they were fine. So I'm sure they're fine now. Yeah, we got another one of those behind us, so that's great. And a bug nearby. somewhere. All right. Okay, hang on. I'm still thinking I can maybe do this. All right, that time that was me. That time, okay, I hit him. All right, okay, sometimes. About time, God. Cannot reliably do that. Which is probably why this game does, not exactly encourage you to fight everything. I don't know what you're doing, James. Like, James, what is wrong with you? I get it. You are in a state of delirium, most likely. But, my goodness, dude. Anyway, look at this. Isn't this just awesome? Tea time? Not yet. Not yet, but it's getting close. We're getting close. Yeah, it's moments like this I could really see what people are talking about with the Silent Hill 1 Otherworld influence. Like I said in the last episode, though, I feel like it's still its own unique thing. Oh, for heaven's sake. James, I'm gonna really need you to work with me here when it comes to those bugs. Every other enemy I can run at or dodge at, and I hit, and he does just fine. The bugs, he's just like, oh no! Meanwhile, if I'm just walking, he hits the bugs every time. Just like the other enemies. It's very strange. Oh boy, here we go. And I forgot to reload. Okay, we can't leave here, can we? Run! You are a bitch. Okay, so a lot of that was my fault. I'm willing to admit that that was my fault because I don't know if you guys saw that, but while aiming, I fired. It was like for a second there. So that was my bad. That is my bad. Maybe that's what keeps happening. Maybe I need to turn my mouse sensitivity down for aiming or whatever. Oh, hey, look, it's one of you. I haven't seen one of you in forever. It's a lying figure. The other ones are lying figures too, I think, but they are evil ones. Far more evil than those ones. I mean, those ones are pretty evil in the beginning, but... Oh yeah, that's the second thing I wanted to confess. The second thing is I think a lot of this game, since I have played it so much, I was kind of using this as a stream of consciousness, like talk about Silent Hill sort of game. But now I realize things are getting real. And I can't be doing that anymore. At least not entirely. As I've said a few times, like, despite having played it as many times as I have, there is still some things I, don't remember, because I never really remember 100% of any game I play, no matter how many times I play it. Because I am just bad at remembering things. I think that marks everything off the list of things I wanted to mention. But also, yeah, speaking of things getting hairy, no pun intended. James, yeah, this is another one of those times I'm gonna really need you to quit being dumb. Like, actually, please. Yeah, one of those times I'm gonna really need you to quit being stupid, James. Oh, hell no. All right. Yeah, there's no chance in hell I'm gonna take her out with a pistol and leg shots in the other world. I could barely take out the dirty nurses out with leg shots and melee in the other world. I do think there is a difference, even if there's not visually one, with those nurses appearing in the normal world. Like, I think every enemy in the other world gets, like, a slight damage buff. I don't know that for certain, but that's just my theory, a game theory. Yeah, like, I'm even gonna let you have a moment to smack me. I love the sound of the, yeah, that. Lakeside Diner. Overall, I just absolutely adore the audio design in this game. I loved it, like, even playing it on just, like, loudspeakers with, you know, my PS5. But I love it even more with headphones on. I definitely think that'll be how I try to experience the game from now on, just because it's just really, it's a game changer, no pun intended.
Laura, please, wait!
Yeah, something tells me she's not gonna do that. But I still need to explore. Laura can wait. I'm sure she's not going anywhere. Look at that. I would have missed that. Man, I'm actually, I thought I was doing pretty bad on health. But I am collecting quite, well, the collection. I've attained a lot of health items, it would seem. Which I don't mind. I thought yeah, like I said, I thought I was kind of running through them, but seems to be just the shotgun I'm doing that with on this playthrough. You know, something really creepy detail is I've always loved how the porch lights are still on in these houses that are clearly absolutely destroyed. I don't know, it's just a very eerie look, you know? It's a very weird look, you know? Especially considering a lot of the times when you see houses like this in media, you're used to them just being basically black voids, but when they have that little bit of light there, whoa, I thought the light went off, but yeah, when they have that little light there, I don't know, it just throws things off a little bit. Now, maybe I'm just looking too deeply into it, but I mean, that is the fun of Silent Hill as a franchise. Is maybe looking a little too deeply into things. Alright. After Laura we go. And yes, I know this might be dark for you guys on YouTube right now, but it's okay. There's this natural lighting, what little is there, is great. And I'm hoping you guys can see that. I'm hoping. If not, then I'm truly sorry. Oh, shit. Alright, yeah, flashlight back on for this, guys. This is one of those things you want to really run away from if you can help it. Hey, we made it.
Laura? Where did she go?
Well, we're gonna find out, hopefully. Another save square. I'm gonna need clean text on this. Ooh, wow. My ear's itching, hang on. Oh God, someone's talking about me. So they say. He who is not bold enough to be stared at from across the abyss, from across the abyss is not bold enough to stare into it himself. The truth can only be learned by marching forward. Follow the map. There's a letter and a wrench. He didn't describe it as large, but, you know, maybe you could describe it that way if you're an ant. Spoiler to the size of the wrench, potentially. My bad, I know that's important information. Alright. Now, I'm recording this in the same day as the last one. And I'm hearing bugs. Thank you, goodbye. Got a car here. Yeah, the sound design is just so good. It makes me really hyped for what they're gonna do with Silent Hill 1. Especially since, in my opinion, that game already had really good sound design, even on the PS1. Well, I suppose it had unique sound design, you know? And honestly, the first 4 games in general had very unique sound design. With, in my opinion, 4 having the most unique sound design. So unique that it kind of misses the mark in some regards. Oh my God, there's multiple, isn't there? Well, there's one way over there. All right, see, that's more like it. Turns out when you're locked in, you know, you're locked in. Now, there's multiple ways to go in this area, actually. No! All right, here we go. Hand to hand, fisticuffs. Oh man, you just didn't stand a chance, dude. I mean, like, really. You just did not stand a chance. Door is locked. See, I would heal, but I'm really trying to get the in-water ending, which reminds me, I didn't do this all last episode. Cannot believe it. We gotta investigate the knife. Look how shiny and kind of bloody that is. That's concerning, right? But then we have, Mary. What's Mary up to? What are you doing here, Mary? Fancy to see you here. Feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Mary. Hope you don't start, you know, like, disappearing or anything like that. That'd be weird. Okay, this one might need the shotgun. But, I don't know, I'm ready to tango. I'm ready. Oh my goodness! We actually got him down! And yeah, don't think I don't notice the bugs around here. Where are you? Okay, we actually might somehow inexpensively take out... And I also noticed James also sometimes zaps over to enemies, so I guess it's fair that they do too. Okay, we actually might take... Okay, well, not that time he didn't, that was for sure. I can't believe this, but we actually took these here ladies out fairly inexpensively. POV Mr. Krabs after he gets a girlfriend. Multiple girlfriends at that. I don't know why I said it that way. We don't condone that here on the Wilmo channel, by the way. Unless it's consensual and everyone is wanting to, and then it's, you know, whatever floats your boat. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and save, and especially before I say anything else potentially upsetting. I mean, honestly, I've said plenty upsetting on this channel. I don't know why I did that, but we did look at Mary and Angela's knife, so hoping that really helps us out here with that. I mean, I know it does, but I also feel like maybe I've been healing a little more than I should be, which is why right now you'll see that my health is kind of on, you know, a bit of a silly situation. Now this is a silly situation. Oh wait, hang on. Hang on. Okay, so it's not as silly as it could have been. I definitely thought it could have been way sillier. There is a... I know there's bugs around here. I hear them. Now we can go that way, which I actually think it is better if we do go that way. Oh, never mind. Oh. How stupid was I? Hey, James, can you run? Usually when I press shift in games, I expect there to be a little more running than what there is sometimes with James. All right, hand to hand we are. God, fuck. Why? This is crazy. Wow. Talk about insanity. Jesus. All right, what am I at? Oh, man. All right, we'll heal, fine. Where's the bugs? Get out of here, dickweed. Is it weird I didn't realize this area was as big as it is? It probably should be weird, considering... Wow, was the nurse really the easiest thing? I suppose so. Okay, I hear you. Get out of here. Gosh. These guys are fucking dweebs, man. All right. Quite a heavy start on this episode. But I guess the last episode was that way too. Yeah, that should tell you, you know. But honestly, again, I like that Silent Hill as both done action and less action in the past. I do hope. Well, honestly, we've already kind of had that in modern times with like the short message, I guess. I don't know. Would you consider that one action heavy? I mean, I wouldn't. But I mean, I can also see how it could be considered that. But I mean, I don't know. It's not the hardest game in the world. Once you figure out, like, where you need to go. It's definitely not as subtle as other Silent Hill games, of course, but I'm just talking about action in general. And I would definitely love to see a Silent Hill game in modern times that was less action-y. Because Silent Hill 2 and so far Silent Hill F, it would seem, if, you know, news or anything like that as anything to go off of. Yeah, so far neither of those are going to be very not as action-oriented. Because, I don't know, I just definitely feel like this remake is a lot more action-y. But I mean, it's kind of a good thing because it also has fun combat as well, so... I don't know, is there such a thing as not as much action but still fun combat? Honestly, I don't know. There definitely is action-heavy and terrible combat, I'll tell you that. And I'm glad that this game is not that. Also, what the fuck? Oh, okay. But yeah, this game is not that for me anyway. Oh, hey, I see you there. Yo, almost. I will say, part of the reason I feel like action, like combat really isn't as optional as it used to be, is because they kind of pursue you like relentlessly. Whereas in like Silent Hill 2, they would pursue you for a little bit, but then kind of, or like the original game, they'd pursue you for a little bit, but then kind of get lost and eventually just get back on their own track. Like, they clearly had pathing. So, obviously, like, the AI is improved in this game. But also, I mean... I don't know. I think it works for this game, absolutely. But I think if it was still fixed camera angles, and they were trying to do this much action, it would be a little bit of a doozy for me. Oh, well... I don't know. This game is definitely more action-y than the original games, or at least the original 2. But honestly, the others were always kind of action-y, even 1. I guess 1 would have the least action of like, well, 1 would have second place in least of action, I think. Least action, Silent Hill 2. The original. Second, the one that has slightly more action than that, Silent Hill 1. Slightly more action than that, Silent Hill 4. And then way more action than any of the other ones, Silent Hill 3. And that's not, that's just the original Team Silent games I'm including. Eventually, I'll do my rankings for all of them in that regard. Well, only if you want me to. I'm not gonna bore you with that right now. Okay, well, bit overkill. Almost did that again, huh? But yeah, like, for example, this area, how would you have avoided combat for this? You know? Whereas, like, in Silent Hill 1, again, the combat is somewhat avoidable. At least in a lot of areas. Silent Hill 4, it gets a little less avoidable, and then Silent Hill 1, it's like, it's avoidable, but you're gonna be fighting a lot more than you did in the other games. At least I feel, anyway. Which would be fine if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, the whole 3D controls thing, or... Well, actually, it's fixed perspective with 3D... Oh my... Fuck. Would you go down, you dick? But it's actually, 3D controls with fixed perspective. But here's the thing, I mean, to me it might as well. I mean, it's not as clunky, obviously, as like, you know, traditional fixed camera angle games like older Resident Evil games. It's still pretty clunky though. It's still pretty clunky. It's only slightly better than that. Now I could see back in the day how that would be like marginally better. And I do think Silent Hill 1, like, it is marginally better, but compared to like today's controls, it's like uncomparable. At least to me. I know there's gonna be people who are like, I think Silent Hill 3's combat's awesome, and that's fine. But for me, no, it's terrible. It's like one of the worst parts of that game. The game itself, though, is a masterpiece with... Wait, what was I doing? I got on the fucking tangent again and then completely lost... I'm doing that thing again where I'm using this game as a train of thought sort of deal. Okay, obviously I need to go back is where I think I need to go. But yeah, yeah, that game's combat and its boss is just so terrible. I love the way it looks and the music and stuff, but that... Oh my god! Where did you come from? But the combat is just, man. I can see how the combat in 3 is an improvement over Silent Hill 2, like the original 2. I can see that. That is a fair argument. But if you're like me and you're going back from having played like late PS2, early PS3 era games, and well, honestly, not even really that, just more like PS3 era games, it can be a little hard to get around those controls, especially with the combat. Which is why I'm glad they are seemingly getting remakes to, you know, make them easier to access for players that both can't get the originals because they're hard to get in general, but also don't really want to play the originals because they're kind of, you know, clunky and stuff like that. Now, I'll say, the original Silent Hill games are the least clunky of the fixed camera angle games, I feel, but of any of them, like pretty much ever, I feel. But I still feel like they could be pretty clunky for people who aren't used to that, or, you know. Anyway, if you really want to see Mary, you should die. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. Is that what it says? Different? Yeah, different. It looks weird. Yeah, well, I'll do that. There's a hole here. It's gone now. Yay! This place is just lovely. Ooh, bullets. I absolutely love this just ambience here, this atmosphere. It is a bit eerie, but also, I don't know, there's something comforting too about it. It's, dare I say, creepy and comfy. At least to me, and I don't know, maybe I just find weird things to be creepy and comfy. But I mean, isn't that the thing with creepy and comfy anyway? is just honestly the weird combination of it. How generally you would think that creepy usually doesn't go with comfy, but sometimes it does. Oh my god. Now here's where we lose the creepy and comfy, I feel. This is where we get right back into the nitty-gritty. Speaking of the nitty-gritty. Oh my gosh, hang on. I hear another bug. Why can't you just hit the bug, James? Can't be that hard. Really can't be. Well, I guess we'll wait till that goes. Well, honestly, well, there's stuff on that table. Now, maybe you could argue that if I turn my flashlight off, maybe I could have picked up that ammo without having to deal with that. I don't know, in the same way I feel like the original game wanted you to ignore as many enemies as possible, this one I feel like makes you want to... This one I feel like encourages you to fight everything. Which is kind of fun, but also, again, can definitely be argued if that should be the vibe of a Silent Hill game. Look at that. That must have been through both their legs. And I mean, if this wasn't my first time playing with like mouse and keyboard on this game, which honestly the controls are fairly intuitive and stuff, but if it wasn't for that, I probably would be having a way easier time. There is a lot of times where, like, especially on my later playthroughs, where I would just be playing the game and just kind of zone out while attacking things. Similarly to how I did in the original game, but again, in the original game, it was more like I zoned out running away from things. Okay, shotgun it is. I have no clue what I, didn't realize there was one of you here. Whoops. Anyway, but in the original, I kind of zoned out while running away from things occasionally, because I would just really get good with the paths and the strats and stuff like that. Okay, there's two things here, and one just got me. Alright, well actually, I was gonna use the shotgun for a second there, but as we just saw... Yeah, you still wanna fuck with me, you stupid asshole? You're donezo. Anyway, but, and this one, sometimes I would zone out while, you know, the combat was happening, so... I don't know, they both had it, it just depends. I guess that's really just me realizing that, yeah, no shit, I get used to games sometimes. But also, I mean, I just mean, like... I don't know, it just felt like it was more of an option back then, and so yeah, they certainly are more actiony now. And yeah, I know I need to answer that phone. Let's answer the phone. I think we actually are approaching a part in Alan Wake 2 where Alan has to get a phone. So it's funny, I'm playing this at the same time as that.
Anyone there?
Kinda. Won't look like that for you guys, probably. Weird, who could it have been? Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know, the key is in the park, at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. Yeah, there's the wrench I was talking about earlier. Pretty big deal. Pretty big deal. Man, I will say, I'm gonna give you guys a fair warning now. The final boss of this game, both, absolutely fuck me up. So, this will be very interesting. It'll be a potential test in, not crashing out. Which I do need to get better with. But also, it'll, it's gonna be interesting, especially with mouse and keyboard. But honestly, in some regards, mouse and keyboard is definitely better. I just don't think I'm quite used to it, like, you know, 9-10 hours into the game. Which is a skill issue. I gotta be careful. I've gotten stuck on these things before. Well, stuck on, was it these things exactly? It was actually a rock right out there outside of, the hospital, which I realize now, I think I actually told you guys about. Like, when that happened, or, you know, whenever we passed that hospital. Brookhaven. Don't know why I couldn't remember the name. Already checked that car, didn't I? Check this car? No, I didn't. No, I didn't check this car. They're here. 10. I'm getting all sorts of discombobulated and turned around. Somehow, even though I'm doing that to myself, honestly. Yeah, I think I remember reading somewhere that the devs for Silent Hill F actually said they oh shit. They actually said that they... Can you pick this up? No. It for some reason looks like something you could pick up. But they said that there was definitely going to be exploration in Silent Hill F and Ambisigoka, I think is how you say Ambisigoka. Oh wait, I've already freaking been this way, haven't I? Yep. But yeah, there's gonna be plenty to explore in that. And I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to explore that. Honestly, a lot of people have compared it to kind of like Fatal Frame and stuff, but I think it's its own thing, honestly. Really, the only comparison that is there is that they're both J-horror. And I mean, I guess you could say that them involving teenagers, both of them usually involving teenagers anyway, is kind of Fatal Frame. But I'll say, if they're gonna take any inspiration from Fatal Frame, which I don't think they've said that or anything like that, I think it's just, you know, those two or not really coincidences, but those two things that have people saying that. But if there was any inspiration to be drawn from any Fatal Frame, I hope it's 2. 2, of course, being my favorite Fatal Frame. Because it is just absolutely awesome. It's just a good mix of a lot of things, honestly. And one of these days, I could go on and on about Fatal Frame 3. And one of these days, I may even play Fatal Frame 4 on the channel. Or not Fatal Frame 3, Fatal Frame 2. And one of these days, I may even play Fatal Frame 4 on the channel. But that'll be after I play it on my own first. Just so I don't end up, like, bashing anyone's favorite game because it's irritating me. Which, you know, I know is stupid of me to do, but here's the thing, You know, I feel like a lot of people do that on their first playthroughs of things. They just don't want to admit it. Ah, the door that wakes in the darkness opens, or that wakes in darkness, opening into nightmares, is opened! Into nightmares, I'm sure. I feel like a lot of people do that, especially if, they're like me and have as many gaming pet peeves as I do. Oh, there it was again. I don't know, Fatal Frame 3 was just annoying and with its navigation. And then Fatal Frame 1 was honestly too hard for my liking, for what I like out of survival horror. I mean, I do think it should, there's a balance, I feel. Now, maybe if I played it on easy, and maybe I will go back and replay Fatal Frame 1 on the channel one day on easy. But I'll say playing it on normal, yeah, that was not cutting it. It was a real suffering situation because the suffering has that issue too where you play it on medium but it kicks your ass. To be fair, the suffering held out till like halfway through, or actually like 3/4 of the way in, so I mean, I guess it's to be expected. I mean, again, I still think there should have been a little more nuance to the difficulty there, but instead of just every enemy being inherently harder and taking so much damage and shit like that. But Fatal Frame has that same issue, only, oh wow, okay, hang on now. Only it appears like pretty much halfway through the game. And I don't know, I also wasn't a huge fan of the Homoro Manor either, like, at all. It was really cool at first, and then it got real samey. Hang on, what the fuck is that I'm seeing? Okay, that was really weird. Alright, well, always something when I'm recording these. Cannot wait for the winter. Anyway, yeah. Oh, this place is so awesome. Man, look at this. Any searchables? I mean, I guess I really don't need to, like, loot through here again since I did that earlier. Plus, I really don't think there's gonna be anything here. I can't even go to the pier. I do need to go, I need to get to, I need to get to the praying woman statue here. Which is actually not in this part, I don't think. I think it's actually in one of the other parts. But yeah, the Homura Manor was something that was really cool for like the first like 2 or 3 hours, and then It just really got very samey very quickly. And what's weird is I've played other, like, you're trapped in the mansion horror games, and I never got that with those other ones, like Resident Evil 1, the remake of 1, Resident Evil 7, which, I mean, to be fair, 7 does let you out of the mansion eventually, but... And I guess 1 and 1 remake kind of do too, but... And that's the thing, we were approaching the point where Fatal Frame 1 was getting that way too. But even then, the environment still felt like I was in the Homoro Manor, but just in the basement. I don't know. That game is one that I completely understand if you love, because it definitely is a unique thing. But it just wasn't for me. Enough about Fatal Frame. Back to Silent Hill 2. And again, one of my favorite tracks.
Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
True. Symbolic of this franchise, honestly. Despite
I don't...
what a very loud minority might want.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
I think that goes for both of us.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't talk to me!
Ooh. God, the actress for Angela just did such a good job. Ah, she's so amazing. Why can we not get this woman a fucking Oscar? All right, give Angela an Oscar. Can we get it started? Jesus. Well, not Angela, her actress, but for playing Angela. It's just such an uncomfortable scene, and a lot of it is just because of both Luke Roberts' performance here and just Angela's, and it's really great. Like, man. If there's one thing you cannot deny, it's the fact that motion capture absolutely has made this game, like, the progression in motion capture. Because, believe it or not, Silent Hill 2, the original game, actually had mocap. But the progression of that technology since then, with both Silent Hill 2 and then its remake, honestly, both of those should be put in a fucking museum. Because it is incredible. Like, both of them. You know, like, it just what the original game was able to achieve back then. I think that may kind of go to Silent Hill 3 maybe a little bit, because Silent Hill 3 is a fucking gorgeous game. But then, like, what this one is able to achieve even now. I meant to take a screenshot of that. Oh well. What can you do? Anyway, oh no, I meant to read the note! Well, we got a key. I wanted to read the notes. Read the note. My patient buried it here. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now I offer you the key. If you still do not wish to stop James, I pray to the Lord you have mercy on your eternal soul. Ooh. Dicey. Ah, man. Why is there not a photo mode? I would love a photo mode in this game. Just to be able to, like, set up your shots almost as if it's, like, literal digital photography. And I don't know, that's what I love about Alan Wake 2, is that you can do that. And that Alan Wake 2, like this game, has visuals that are absolutely gorgeous that kind of allow for that. Now, I don't think having a photo mode makes or breaks this game at all. I still absolutely love it. In fact, I actually would say that I love it over Alan Wake 2 even. But I'm just saying that I really hope that Silent Hill F, if it's going to be a game as gorgeous as this one, I hope it has a photo mode. Because it's a bummer that no matter what version of this game you're playing, whether PC or, you know, console, you don't have a photo mode. And I understand some people don't really give a shit about that, but man, it'd go far with the people that do give a shit about it. And I'm pretty sure we did everything there is to do over here, so... Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change underwear after this, ladies and gentlemen. God damn! This game is gorgeous, man. I'll take sights over this. I'll take sights like this over attractive people in games any day. Alright, is all I'm saying. I don't mean to bring too much video game weirdness. I've talked a lot of other games in this game about, in this episode of Silent Hill 2 Remake. But hey, I've simped on this game too. But man, it's just so good. Alright. Again, if Silent Hill F is gonna be as gorgeous as this game is, then it needs to have a photo mode. It doesn't need it, but it'd make me and others very happy. Also, now that we're back here, I just remembered something. There's a room here. Yeah, I didn't go here before. Trying to see what that said, but yeah, you recognize that hat? What? What? Whoa, I've never seen this before. How have I never seen this before, but I've seen the hat before? Is it because I think you can come here during the day and this isn't here during the day? this is not here during the day. Now, I wonder, like, if it is here during the day, then I wonder if you could take Maria here with you. I don't know. Okay, I'll have to remember, because, you know, now that I think about it, I could have swore I actually showed you guys this. But now we got this. That is crazy. And does it say anything? No, it's just a thing you can look at. It's not even a glimpse of the past, by the way. It's just a thing you can look at. And in case you don't know what this right here is the Halo of the Sun, which is a symbol that is predominantly featured in Silent Hill 3, which is, and I believe Silent Hill 1, right? I believe it's in Silent Hill 1 as well. And a little bit in 4, I think. But for a fact, it's in 3. And so, it's interesting because Bloober Team is making a remake for Silent Hill 1. I feel this pretty much all but confirms that we are going to get a remake of 3 at some point. Obviously, it'll be after 1, which, thank God, as it should be, but yeah. And I'll say as well, this apartment, 106 here, and this entire, like, Jack's Inn area is actually featured in Silent Hill 3. So it makes me wonder, and also the original, of course, but I figured that could go without saying. So it makes me wonder if they're gonna do a thing where, oh man, oh dude, oh dude, oh, the way this lighting works is so good. Anyway, so it makes me wonder if they're gonna maybe reuse certain assets, you know, because honestly, I don't think I or anyone else would really mind if they did reuse, like, assets like these, because, I mean, canonically speaking, they are in the game anyway. But anyway, enough lollygagging about. I think I know where to go. This makes me wonder, though, I mean, what else has changed in this area? Because obviously things have changed. Because I have a very strong, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the episode, but I'm like 99.9% certain that wasn't there. And I did show you guys during the day, I think. Or maybe not, because I also did forget that I forgot. Or did remember that I forgot as well, which, wow, that whole thing didn't make any sense at all, but... This makes me so excited for, like, just Silent Hill F and the future of Silent Hill in general, because honestly, if the remake of 2 here is anything to go by, it's looking really promising. Alright, whoa. Look at this. God. Here, I think it's high time we take a moment for tea. I did that during the cutscene with Angela, but we'll do it again. Because look at this. You just gotta look at it. It's beautiful. Alright. But, I mean, just the way this just the way the light like beams off, and even in the distance here, like if you go in the distance here, the way that the light reflects kind of off of the mist in a way, or well, the way it refracts in the fog, really. And at least I think that's what that's called. And Also, the way that at no point can you really ever see all points of this at the same time, because some of it just disappears into the fog. And also, the way that this historical society in general looks is just awesome. I love what they did with the historical society here. It is absolutely gorgeous. Low-key, if the historical society was a house I could buy, I would buy it. Well, also, if I had money to buy said house, I would buy it. But let's be real, I don't think I do. Let's see, it was like $9 maybe. Here we go, our other save. That looks familiar. The Lady of the Light. The unveiling of one of 2 statues commemorating the local folktale. Little Baroness, The Maiden Voyage of 1916. I'm sure the Historical Society won't mind that I did that. The New Clock. 17. I don't know if I've ever found all of those images before. I don't think I have, honestly. I'm gonna try to.
It's him.
Yeah. Misty Day, Remains of the Judgment. The Unknown, Author Unknown, or Title Unknown, Author Unknown. Yeah, this is actually also attached to one of the other endings you can get. You'll come back here, and you'll see the image on New Game Plus anyway. You'll see this thing gone and waterfront landscape. This looks like a wall to me, but okay. Alan Smith, date of birth and date unknown, or date of birth and death unknown. A depiction of the local area. The style indicates it was done sometime around the 1820s, when the region was far less populated with sparse infrastructure. Little nod about how old Silent Hill is. The comic books talk about that too, but we won't get into that because we actually have a very wordy thing to read here. Let's do this. Among the local legends is that of the Lady of the Light. The story tells of a woman who was a... Okay, sorry about that. Had to fix my throat there. But anyway, the story tells of a woman who was accused and found guilty of witchcraft. As punishment, she was taken to a small island out on the lake, a minuscule stretch of rocky soil devoid of any food or shelter. There she was to suffer a slow, excruciating death as her body succumbed to cold and hunger. However, unbeknownst to the rest of the world, or the rest of the town, folk, and I guess the world, there was a young man among them who, having gazed into the woman's eyes as bright and beautiful as a midsummer's moon, had vowed undying love for her. When she was convicted wrongly, as he believed, he swore that he would not let her suffer such a cruel fate. While waiting for an opportunity to abscond with his beloved, every night he would sneak out and row across the lake, bringing her food and something to keep her warm. And every night the woman would stand there on the shore, holding a lit candle to help him find his way. Alright, sorry about that. But then one night, when the sky was exceptionally clear, devoid of even a wisp of cloud, the young man set out on his nightly escapade. Look out into the distance, looking for the light in the darkness that would lead him to his beloved. On that night, however, the moon shone so bright and so vibrant, stronger than any candle could. Seeing the light's reflection in the water, the young man was led astray. He rode and rode and rode, following. Oh shit! I lost my place. He rode and rode. Oh no! How did I do that? He rode and rode, following the. I think I need the clean text. Is what I think I need. Where's the clean text? All right. He rode and rode, following the reflected light, hoping against hope he could not reach it, or he could reach it. He did not care for his aching arms or the shortness of his breath, utterly mesmerized by the illusory light. When his boat tipped over, the man was so exhausted from rowing, so weakened were his arms, that he was not able to swim to shore. Thus he succumbed to a watery grave. Although left alone, the woman on the island never lost hope. She kept coming out at night and kept lighting the candle. The legend says that those looking for true love can still see the lady's light out on the lake, shining to bring her beloved home. While the story is clearly meant as a metaphor and a cautionary tale, it is, to a certain extent, rooted in reality, as this area has indeed seen its share of religious persecution, such as that of Gillespie, ... maybe? Who knows? I don't know why that would be in a historical society. It probably wouldn't be, especially if it's run by them. But who knows? Looked at that. Alright. Silent Hill Historical Society founders. Yep, we got some talented individuals on the team. What is happening with these cords over here? Gosh. Nice, familiar. So I imagine the Lady of the Light okay. So I imagine the Lady of the Light thing is actually meant to hint at what you need to do later on in the game, and I'll show you what you mean, or what I mean, but former director of Brookhaven Hospital. Also looks like a guy I knew, so he looks like something. Brookhaven Hospital, 1880. The hospital was built in response to a great plague that followed a wave of immigration to the area. Originally, it was little more than a shack, but has since expanded into a fully fledged medical establishment. I don't know how I can read that just fine, but that book almost killed me. Wiltsey Coal Mine. Established around 1850, it remained operational until the early 1900s. The mine played a key role in the revitalization of Silent Hill. You know, you could look at that. If you wanted to look at that real deep, you could say that that is true on many ways because, you know, this remake is kind of seen as a little bit of a revitalization of Silent Hill in a way. And, you know, the first road that you walk down is Wiltsey Coal Mine Road, Wiltsey Road, which is named after this coal mine here, so kind of a cute little nod to both reality and this. Oh yeah, there's a hole in my wall. Alright, well, let's go. And yeah, you can do this in pitch blackness. We're not gonna do that though, because otherwise you guys would be seeing nothing. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Love this. Yeah, we are quickly approaching areas though that that are gonna kick my ass for sure. Wow, this really is a long staircase. All right. Just whenever you're like, wow, that really is the hey, we even get an achievement for it. Just when you're like, wow, this is really long. Wow, it ends and gives you an achievement. Oh no, something happened on 9/11. Oh wait, something did, yeah, a huge thing happened on 9/11. But also, something also happened 9/11 1820 as well, because prisoner number C221 did something. I don't know. All right, you can get off my screen now. I get it. Give me that. Thank you. We got 10 needles, ladies and gents. Or 10 syringes. All right, here we go. Yeah, like this guy, you're like in a hallway. And I mean, to be fair, in the original, you were in a hallway too. But I don't know, I just felt like it was easier to avoid them in the original. And part of that is just because they didn't have the best AI in the original either. They definitely have improved AI in this one. A Klansman! But no, that's not exactly who that is, I don't think. Crimson and White Banquet for the Gods. Death by skewering. An execution at the prison. Death by skewering or strangling. To choose his death is the prisoner's last taste of freedom. Toluca Prison Camp. Built in 1862, the camp was used to house prisoners during the American Civil War. Converted into Toluca Prison in 1866. It's been a very wordy episode. Oh, okay, whoa. Oh. Well, I think we know what's gonna happen there. Can we walk around this? We sure can. We really are living in the modern day of gaming. I don't even know why I tried that. I will say, I did want to look at, this one more time. Look at this! And to make up, since I didn't, look at our beloved in the last episode, look at our beloved! She's just beautiful, isn't she? Alright. She is, by the way. I will take no one else's flack on that one. Not that I've heard any flack, but... We have to figure out where we need to go. Not there. Here. Look at that. Now it actually it has an animation. It doesn't just fade to black. Oh man, I need to reload. I do have almost 200 handgun ammo, so... Not quite. Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say, not quite yet, but... There it is. Spiral writing key. Can we read that? Not really. I mean, is there a way to read that? Kind of wanted to read that. Oh, the cylinder in the engraved, or the cylinder is engraved with text. "'Tis doubt which leadeth thee to purgatory." Ah. Symbolic, if you will. Oh, fuck. Ah, no. Now, this is always one that was real tough for me in the original as well, because, well, I just don't work well under pressure. Got it. Got stuck on the door. And see you later, losers. This is another one of those things I'm so glad was kept in the game. Don't mind if I do. This place looks disgusting. Properly disgusting. One might even say.
Big deal. Just put the gun to their head and...
Eddie?
Oh, hi, James.
What happened here? Who was that?
I don't know. It just came at me.
Okay. So he attacked you, and you shot him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He made me do it.
Okay, calm down, Eddie. Any idea why he would do that?
I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Tried sneaking up on me in the dark. I heard footsteps, so I turned back, and he was right there.
And you could tell that he wanted to hurt you.
Well, yeah, I mean, the way he looked at me, I just had to do it.
He looked at you? I thought you said he came at you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I could see it in his eyes.
his eyes.
He kept looking at me, making fun of me. And I told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Eddie, you can't just kill someone because the way they looked at you.
You should see your face, James.
Wow.
I was just joking. The guy was dead when I got here. I got you, didn't I?
You sure did.
Well, anyway, I better get going.
Wait. You're gonna go out there alone?
Yeah.
It's interesting, you know, in the original game, Eddie was a lot of things. He, you know, you could see him as kind of pathetic and kind of sad. You know, you could see him, but I'll say he really wasn't that intimidating, I thought. This version of Eddie is all of that plus intimidating. Like, he is a man that, well, is really, on the verge, I would say. Alright. Oh boy, here we go. I may end up... I've said this, like, every episode recently, but I may end up... Well, I didn't exactly mean to do this just yet. I may end up adjusting some settings. They still haven't found him. Since he had the cabinet key, we should assume one of the prisoners got his hands on it. Get the spare from the visitor's checkpoint and secure the rifle before it falls into the wrong hands. No, well, don't have that yet. There's the map. Now we can save. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be adjusting some settings, I think, between episodes. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Haven't quite decided. So I don't think it's too bad, because it's only every now and again. Most of the time it works fine. So, I don't know. You guys let me know, and if you don't, then I'm just gonna have to guess what you guys would want by just doing what I want. Alright, got that picture. Not entirely sure what was going on in that picture, if I'm honest. A lot of the pictures, you know, I won't say I can make sense of immediately, but, you know, generally I sometimes can. That one, though, I don't know what they wanted to convey with that one. And I'm well aware there is some Douchenheimers out and about, but the prisoners do not feel remorse. In fact, they do not feel themselves to be sinful at all. Even the simplest of them will try to shield themselves from the Lord's gaze with what little words they know. And so they dream blissfully the sinners that they are. For no matter how clean text, good Lord. For no matter how foul and loathsome one's existence may be, human nature abides. You know, that kind of text there reminds me of Father Noth from Outlast 2. Which again, we'll definitely be getting around Outlast 2. Okay, not sure what the deal was there. But, I mean, I think it's over. I mean, maybe I hit way too high on the leg, I think. That might be what it is. I think you pretty much have to hit them in the kneecaps. Or at least kind of below. Oh shit, here we go. Yep. We got all sorts of fun stuff in this here remake. So these enemies here are kinda new. I say kinda because they are actually in the original, but they're only featured in a cutscene for the intro. They're not actually in the game properly. So, you know, this remake, you finally get to see them actually in action. There's actually a few scenes that you never get to see in the original, but are, in fact, in the, Why? Why does that keep happening? There's like a gnat that kept attacking my eye. Literally landed in my eye like 5 times. Gnats are another one of those things, like, not sure where they're coming from. They're just here. I try and fight them every day. And they just... more come around. But, yeah, there's a few scenes like that where they're in the intro for the game, but for some reason, just not in the game itself, which I would say probably has to do with, like, time constraints and stuff like that. We'll just go ahead and... Oh, well, we can open that one. Memory of the past, or glimpse of the past. Echo of the plast. I actually forget exactly what those are called now. I literally just forgot them. Live action before your very eyes. What they're called. Didn't mean to. Didn't want to. That's just how the cookie crumbled. But I'll definitely show you, I'll definitely let you know what those scenes are when we get to them. But the little spider mannequin going up the wall there was these prison walls was absolutely one of them. Oh, whoops, I didn't realize there was one over here. This cell is to be cleaned up by Tuesday. Make sure you get the cons to do it by then. The previous tenant has been moved to death row as per the warden's order. Heard some crawling around. And there is a reason I'm going to these right now, even though I could just unlock them as we go. I just want to show you guys the design before, which I realize I kind of probably have clicked away too fast for some of them, but you really want to see them, you can pause them as well. Sorry, it probably shouldn't have clicked off so fast, but... I won't click off so fast for this one. That one's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I'm so glad. All right. I swear those spider ones, the spider mannequins, I could have swore they come out whenever you first see them there, but now that I think about it, I do actually kind of remember them actually having a false start where you think they're gonna come out at one point and then they don't. They actually come later. So maybe that's what's happening? Oops. Oh, whoops, we just went down the wrong hallway. Well, the wrong hallway compared to what I usually do. I'm usually so, like, OCD with this that every time I generally go down that hallway and then down this hallway for here, but not this time. I am recording, so maybe that's why. And I forget that there's one of these here. Well, might as well make use of it. In my opinion, there's no such thing as oversaving. Unless the game literally breaks, then maybe. Maybe you should chill then. Yeah. Watching this emerge from the darkness, paired with the, you know, stomping and running around of something, it's pretty freaky. Or at least it freaked me out. I still think it's quite freaky, but... we all know how James hates a strong woman, so... is it... oh, this one. There we go. Oh wait, which one did that one unlock? The snake. I might have to adjust my seating here soon, because my goodness. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Hang on. You guys aren't even gonna notice. It's like, my seat is like, half of it is like falling off. It is so weird. I don't know why. And then I overcompensated when I adjusted it. Oh no! Okay. Yeah, sorry James had to look at you for a second there, but... you know how that goes. Oh yeah, the snake one. Alright, let's... no. We're all good there. Snake one down here? No. snake one is here. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. It's moments like this, especially with those guys, that I really wish it had a photo mode. Because then I could maybe try and take a photo of these guys. A reminder to all guards, effective immediately. It is absolutely mandatory for everyone to familiarize themselves with the revised Generation Maintenance Manual. We all remember what happened last time there was a spike, though I'm certain most of us would very much want to forget. We will not have another incident. Will not, in all caps. Get your shit together, people, is what I'm hearing. Oh, yep. Can't have anything nice in this game. Now, the thing is, okay, well. Yeah, so the thing is they are, you know, they're hard whenever they get that jump on you. And also hard whenever your dodge does some weirdness to you, but... Alright. And here's the thing, we are gonna have to, do some maneuvering here, because, you know, we're trying to get the in-water ending. Okay. We will be together soon. I'm trying to get the in-water ending, and for that you have to have your health kind of low most of the game, or not heal as much. And so, which, you know, I gotta say, I always thought was a really weird stipulation in the original, and in this game, it really is a weird stipulation. Like, in this game, it is a very weird stipulation since you do have to fight everything. Well, most things. So, we'll see. I actually kind of wish it wasn't attached to your health at all, and it was actually rather attached to just how many times you looked at this stuff. Wait, hang on. This stuff? Because that, to me, makes way more sense than the whole health thing. Like, I guess, objectively, I kind of see what they're going for. Like, oh, since you're not healing that much, you know, but at the same time, fuck, I keep doing that. But at the same time, from a gameplay perspective, especially in the remake, it is really hard to do that. It's not like the leave ending is bad, it's just the water one is better. At least for me. The in-water ending is my favorite. And is the canon one, so... yeah, it is the canon one, so... one of those times where maybe you could argue that I really don't need to fight all these guys. But also, I'd rather get them the hell out of here and deal with them than, not deal with them and they get the jump on me, you know? Like this one is about to do. Man, that one was feisty. That one was feisty. All right, any more? That guy right there is annoying. Don't worry, we will deal with him soon enough. You know, sometimes I just feel like I absolutely smash my keyboard with, like, just buttons pressing and how intense I am with it sometimes. I don't mean to be, but I just am. Yeah, we don't really need this. We can't really do much about this right now either. Oh, okay. I don't even know why I tried. I think I tried to show you guys that you couldn't, but that almost also, that was very stupid considering there's a save right here. Hey, since there is a save right here, we can keep our health like this for as long as we can. Mainly for the water ending. Oh, okay, oh, okay. Okay, here we go, everyone. This is where things get real. We are gonna save once more after this freaky shit's happening. Grab you. There's been times where I have like ran past this and forgotten to get it. By the way, which again speaks to more of a personal thing than anything else. Feel like that's definitely a me thing. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go the other way first. Never mind. Never mind. Also never mind. Oh my god, I forgot to reload. Whoa, that was weird. Ah, fuck. Alright, now we get to search all these places. And hopefully no more things are gonna kill us. Like that! Alright, fisticuffs. Oh wait, I'm actually about to die. Never mind. Fisticuffs, not a good way to go right now. James? Can you stop going at a leisurely pace, man? The way this sounds is so cool. Actually sounds like we are in a room. This is crazy. Yeah, they weren't kidding whenever they recommend headphones, you know? It really is a different thing. Man, it must be a hot day today, because I am on fire, and my AC is running. It's been a while since it's, well, not really a while, but it's been at least like a week or so since at least oh my god, fuck off. You bastard. Like, you bastard. But yeah, it's been at least a few weeks since it's been this hot. And it's also super muggy since it's also been raining too. Which, don't get me wrong, I love the rain and I love, well, yeah, that's about it. I love the rain. I hate the heat. So I was really hoping it wouldn't be that way, but it's been a while since I've recorded Silent Hill 2 Remake in the noon like this, so... I mean, do we have something else around here that I'm just blissfully unaware of? Oh shit. She is after my explodium. Okay, okay, okay. Ah! Alright. Can you go through that? I think you guys can, can't you? Oh wait, no you can't. Oh no, they can! Oh no, they can! They can! Run, James. God, run. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Can you stop? Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Stop. Stop it. Are you kidding again? You guys explode both times? It is what I'm saying. They could tone this down a little bit. But they're not, because Silent Hill F is apparently going to be a similar way, so. And where did that nurse go? Hey, you! Oh my god, it is just not gonna let us have that, is it? Yeah, it was just not gonna let us have that. Anything in here? No. Gotta search this meticulously. I guess I don't have to, but I want to. And in my opinion, you do have to, because, you know, you gotta get your loot. You gotta get the loot, you gotta get the stuff, your resources, so you can actually live. Four months to go. 4 months to go. That's what it kind of looks like that's written. I don't know why it looks like it's written that way. I realize that makes 0 sense, but I need you to realize that oftentimes whenever I'm commenting on things or like commentating, on things in these games. It's a lot of it really is just whatever comes to mind, and not much filter going on there. I try to be like, I try to mention things that I've wanted to mention, and like other, like if it's games that I've played before, I try my best to like mention deeper commentary about the game itself. And sometimes I just like to have fun or mention, like, you know, kind of stuff like what I thought it was like first playthrough, yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, execution. DR88 report. Prisoner E662. Age 23. Sex male. Method electrocution. Witnesses 0. Note to medical staff. During the last night's execution, the prisoner assumed to have been disabled simply stood up and approached the chair without any assistance. From now on, take utmost care when reviewing the prisoner's medical history. Guards need to be made aware of how capable the prisoners are in order to avoid any incidents. Love the warden. Yeah, so it's important to note that right now, health-wise, we're not doing the best. Oh, I take that back. I guess we could be doing worse. Armory. Suppose if we were dead, that'd be doing worse. Oh, here we go. A lot more readables here. In the center of Silent Hill lies the town's major tourist attraction, Toluca Lake. But there's a darker side to the scenic to the scenic beautiful reservoir. What may seem a bread and butter local ghost story you've heard time and time again, in this case rings surprisingly true. One fateful, fog-bound November day in 1918, the tourist cruiser called Little Baroness has set sail, never to dock again. Newspaper articles reporting the event contain no details of the ship's disappearance, despite an extensive police search. Neither a single fragment in the ship nor the remains of the passengers or the crew have ever been recovered. But in 1939, an even more bizarre incident, my God, I cannot read, has taken place. Many pages are missing, torn out. Many corpses rest at the bottom of this lake. Their bony hands stretch up towards the boats that pass overhead. Perhaps they reach for their comrades. Another note I really like that I'm not sure if it was in the original or not. Can't actually remember. I think something like it was. But I love that part where, you know, the bony hands reach up for the ships overhead of their comrades. Oh, what a fucking beautiful time. Okay, here we go. Also, really convenient place to be for whenever I need to adjust my settings for this, because for whatever reason, here seems to be where it really takes a nosedive, so very convenient. But yeah, as you can see, we got the rifle. Look at that, we can look at it in our hands like this. Okay. What the hell was that? Did you guys hear that? That was like a scream off in the distance. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me considering where we're at, but also, it sounded more like a female scream? Which, again, wouldn't really surprise me at this point. But anyway, this is where we're going to leave off this episode. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your pals, help people discover Wilmo today, or don't. It's completely up to you. But thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye!